Hi everybody, it's Dana from Hitchin Up and Moving On, and welcome to Dana's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making some zucchini lasagna roll-ups. Both Linus and I are watching our carbs for diabetes and to lose some weight, and it is zucchini season. So we were trying to figure out a good way to use up some zucchini. So I have my mom's beautiful old lasagna recipe. It is the best lasagna recipe and it has been well loved. You can see that. So I'm using jarred sauce. I have frozen sauce in my freezer from last summer, but Kroger had a good sale. What the heck? And so I'm using that, but everything else I'm going to be mixing up right now. So the best thing about lasagna, I think, is that cheesy filling inside. And so I'm going to start with about 3 cups of small curd cottage cheese. And you can use ricotta, but my mom's recipe always called for cottage cheese, and that's just what I grew up using. So we have, out of my pretty red bowl, 3 cups of cottage cheese, and then I've got 2 eggs that I've already beaten, and half a teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 2 tablespoons of parsley flake, and then half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Now, here's what I have to say about that. Feel the love and let your heart decide how much Parmesan cheese needs to go in there. Because once I mix this up, if it's not quite thick enough and stiff enough, I'm going to add more cheese. And I don't know, at home we have a cheese drawer. And when we moved into the new camper a few years ago, Linus was floored to see that I had a cheese drawer in that refrigerator too. So it shouldn't be too surprising that I'm going to put more cheese. And yes, that looks like it needs some more. Otherwise, it's just a little too runny. Now, if you're making layers, that's fine. But I'm going to be rolling it up in these little ribbons of zucchini. So I want it just a little bit stiffer. And if there's leftover, you can always do a layer of it on top. So there is that. Now, I went ahead and ribboned up 3 small zucchini, but I'll show you how I do that. I have one of these Life It, I believe. It came from Pampered Chef a long time ago when my mom sold Pampered Chef, and it will do ribbons. So I just cut off both ends of the zucchini and I made a flat surface, and then just run it along here. Now, there is some waste to this. Zucchinis are not that expensive, and if they come out of the garden, they're even cheaper. So I do not do it all the way down to the nub. I'm going to stop there so I don't slice my hand. And then I lay them out on paper towel to absorb that liquid. You can see how watery zucchini are. So that's how I got those lovely little ribbons. Now, I'm going to use my little Corningware baking dish. I like it because it's round and you don't have corners, but I don't know. There's something about doing kind of a casserole in this. I'm going to start with just a little bit of sauce in the bottom of the pan. And I'll just spread that around a little bit. And my original recipe calls for ground beef, but I actually prefer sausage. So I've got about half a pound of sausage that I browned up, and I'm going to mix the rest of the sauce with this. And that's what goes over the rolls at the end. And I don't know, I just like that savory sausage flavor. You can use Italian sausage, but it doesn't always agree with everyone's tummies. So just regular breakfast sausage. And then I'm going to use one of my cookie scoops, actually the smallest of the 3. And now here's where we get a little messy, and it's okay. So I'm going to take a scoop of that and I put it right here in the middle of that ribbon. And there is nothing real precise about it. I just roll it and then tuck it in the pan. Scoop, plop, roll, and lay it in. So I will fill this entire pan. The last time I made it, I ran out of ribbons, but I had one more zucchini, so I just sliced it up and I did a couple layers of the zucchini and cheese mixture right here in the center. And that worked out well too. So I'm going to get this done now. They're different sizes. That's okay. They're all about the same thickness. Some of them end up a little bit thicker and they don't roll really nice. That's okay because they're thin enough that in the oven, they cook down. And I know it's not really pasta. I know, but I don't know. Lasagna in any form is okay in my book. And even Linus liked this. And he doesn't eat a whole lot of green stuff. And he enjoyed it. In fact, we had leftovers, so we ate it 2 nights in a row. This one, you can see, got a little thin on one side. Again, it just doesn't matter. I'm just going to roll it and plop it in there. So I've got to do quite a few of these, so I will be back as soon as I have those done. Okay, I've got all of those lovely little zucchini rolls tucked into bed. And now they're going to get a lovely little blanket of marinara with sausage in. And I like it kind of saucy, but I'm just going to spoon it on, spread it out. It doesn't have to be perfect. No lasagna is. And then I'll top it with some mozzarella cheese and a little more Parmesan on top. And then I'll throw it in a 375 oven for about half an hour. It just needs to get nice and bubbly and get that cheese starting to brown on top. I keep saying that's my favorite part, but that's my favorite part. The cheese on top that gets all nice and crusty and brown around the edges. And if you have leftover sauce like that, it'll make great pizza sauce. All right, my oven is ready to go. Let me give these guys a little more over here. All right, my hands are clean. I just washed them. I'm going to give these a nice layer of mozzarella. In the traditional lasagna, we always use sliced mozzarella, but this, when you're covering something like this, I think it's just easier to use the shreds. And there's no doubt I'm a cheese girl, so like every square centimeter is going to be covered. And that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to give it a little topping of the Parmesan, just for good measure. And there we have it. Low carb zucchini lasagna roll-ups. And we will tuck this in the oven and you will get to see it when it comes out of the oven all nice and brown and bubbly. It's a little heavy. It's got some weight to it. And In we go. Come back and see. A big shout out to Kelly from Sweet Travels. Last week she did a low carb breakfast casserole, and I had forgotten that they were doing keto and low carb. And so I just wanted to give her a shout out to kind of get me back into the kitchen and making some food videos. My timer just went off. I had turned up the heat for a few minutes, put it in for an extra 15 minutes, and then turned the broiler on at the very end. And ooh, that looks yummy. All its cheesy goodness. Now we're going to let it cool for just a few minutes before we spoon some up. All right, here we go. I can't wait. I'm hungry. And, oh, it's going to be goopy. And there you have those rolls with the cream, with the cottage cheese filling in there. And then, well, you know, I have to put a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese on top. And there you go. It's ready to eat. Now, I usually fix some sort of garlic bread. In fact, I have a really good recipe for a low carb cheesy garlic bread, and I will put that in another video because it is really good with this, especially if you like cheese. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you make this. Let me know if you have any other good low carb substitutions to make something pasta-like. And come on back to Dana's Kitchen, because remember, the best is yet to see. I think it was pretty popular. It tasted really good. So thanks again for hanging out with us in my kitchen, and come back and look for more recipes. And remember, this is Dana and Linus with Hitchin Up and Moving On. Remember, the best is yet to see.
Sometimes love is a river running strong, moving like a wave through a rocky riverbed. Sometimes love is a dancer in the dark, spinning, laughing, twirling through the back door